Hello, conscious people. I wanted to make this video because the other day, as I was casually browsing Instagram, I caught a video from someone that I know, and she first mentioned about a successful manifestation of hers, which is great. But then she added that the irony of manifesting effortlessly, because she was saying that whatever she manifested just like that, right? Effortlessly. Just by the way, that's how manifesting works. But she said that in order to manifest effortlessly, you first have to make a lot of effort. So she mentioned the irony, as she called it, the irony of this world, that she had to do a lot of inner child work, shadow work, and take care of her nervous system, and you name it. So when I heard this, I said, oh my goodness, I need to make a video about this because when people hear those things, they believe that it's true. Therefore, they are going to believe that they have to exert a lot of effort first in order to become masters of manifestation later, right? In that linear time that doesn't even exist later. So this is a lie. And while it may be true for her, because whatever you assume to be true for you, it's going to be true for you because this is what it means to be God of your reality, right? Your deep down beliefs and assumptions, they have no choice but to show you're right. The 3D world will always show you right, will never contradict you for sure, right? So if you believe that, oh, yes, eventually I'll get to manifest effortlessly, but first I better do the inner child work, the shadow work, the nervous system work, when this isn't true. And I'm going to explain to you why this isn't true. So, by the way, if you are new here, my name is Sylviane, and I help you understand this beautiful, magnificent spiritual law. So, if you want to learn more about it, watch this video all the way to the end and be sure to watch other videos of mine. So, why is it that it is not true that you have to do any kind of work, any kind of effort to manifest? Well, number one is because you are not this human character who is striving in anything. Your human character, yes, has plenty of limiting beliefs and limitations. That is for sure. That is kind of the name of the game. The human character is going to have a tremendous amount of limiting beliefs, need for validation, need for receipts, need for proof, and believing that there is such a thing as past. But the thing is, we are going to talk about this past in a few minutes, right? But the number one reason why this is a lie, thinking that you have to effort and to do a lot of inner work to be conscious, easy, cool manifestors, it's a lie because you are not this avatar. You are not this human character. Because I said it before, if this was all you and I are, we wouldn't be able to manifest anything whatsoever. This channel and all the other channels like mine would not even exist. Okay? So the human character can do nothing, right? But we are not. The good news is, right? You know, when scriptures talk about the good news, that is the good news. The good news is you are not this human character, which has a name and a birth date and a place of birth and a hair color like this and a face that looks like this and a body that looks like that. You are not this human character. This human character is part of the dream. It's part of the illusion and it's part of the simulation, whatever word you prefer to use, right? You are, on the other hand, who you truly are is the dreamer, dreaming the dream of life. And who is the dreamer? It's the God within. It's source. It's I am. And it is I am that manifests your desires, your experience in the world of shadows. It is not the character. But the part of you and me that has problems and that believes that they need to fix anything, it's the character. So basically, when you believe that you have to heal your inner child, that you have to do shadow work, that you have to take care of your nervous system, this is the avatar, the human character that needs to do those things, that believes that you need to do those things. But since it's part of the illusion, there is no such thing to do. You can simply toss it out by remembering every day. That's all you have to do, guys. You don't have to do anything. You just have to remember. Remember who you truly are. If every day you make it a point to remember who you truly are and to just let everything go, let this thing go, this thing here, the human character, let it be, let it go, let it live its life as it goes. As long as you remember who you truly are, your life is bound to change in a way that you have no idea. The past, by the way, is not a fact. Why is it not a fact? Because it is part of the simulation. It is part of the illusion when an illusion is a fact. This is why your past is not a fact. But when you think that you have to heal such a past, well, you make it a thing. But that part of you that makes it a thing is the human character. And on top of that, let's say you want to believe that the past, that you do have a past and that it's a real thing and that it really happened. Okay, let's say it really happened, right? The past really happened and you really, really experience A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, right? But the thing is, today, right now, where does that past live? Where does it live? Nowhere. It is nowhere to be found except in your mind. But what's the problem with that? What is the other word for what's going on in the mind? Well, it's called imagination. So that's why it's a problem, because you are recalling in imagination something that is no longer existent whatsoever. But because you are recalling it in imagination, what are you doing? Well, you are doing what Neville called reinfecting yourself. You are reinfecting yourself with a past that was, to start with, just part of the illusion, part of the dream, and that is actually now completely gone on this plane, but you are reliving it, recreating it in imagination. And then you are wondering, how come you are not progressing? How come you are not getting what you want? But as long as you believe that you have to do this inner work, it makes you go back again and again into a past that should be left completely alone. Once you are done with a story, right? Which again, no matter what the story, was still part of the illusion. Once it is done, let it be, let it go. This is why scriptures talk about killing the old man. What do you do with a body that is dead? You just leave it alone. You don't ever go back to it, right? Once you kill the old personality, you killed the old story. You don't need to take a piece of it with you whatsoever in order to heal it. You don't need to do that. We don't do that. We don't need to do that. So this is why I wanted to make this video. Because if you believe that you have to heal yourself in any way, shape, or form in order to become master manifestors, in order to better your life in any way you want to better it, you are wrong. And if you are listening to this type of content and you believe that this is true, this is only going to keep you stuck or to delay tremendously the change that you want to experience in your life. Okay? So you do not have to heal yourself. You are already perfect. Yes, again, the human character is full of limiting beliefs and issues and whatever. But once you understand that you are not this, you don't have to worry about a thing ever again. And your life is going to become so easy and cool. You are not going to believe it. I mentioned in one of my previous videos how about a year ago, I was in a very, very bad place. Why? Why was I in a very bad place knowing the things that I know? Well, because I fell back asleep a little bit. Being too entangled with what? With this freaking human character. I was a little bit too entangled with it. I forgot. I forgot a little bit, even though I kept helping people, right? A great deal and a lot of you. I forgot who I truly was. Therefore, I had a very nasty experience or even experiences in this 3D thing. But you know what? That helped me to wake up, that's for sure. And for the past few months, I have lived the best life that I have ever lived before. I feel so free. I feel so good. I am completely walking on a little cloud, to tell you the truth. And everything is happening in an amazing way for me. Right? So in my next video, I will try to explain to you how you can release the pressure, how you can let go of your limitations and that human character that you believe that you have to heal. And how once you do that, you are going to explode, literally. Okay? So thank you so much for listening and watching. Please share this video if you know some people who need, I know a lot of people do, right? Need to hear this type of content, and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and ask your questions if you have any questions. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye for now.